Hey there, gorgeous. My name is Dusty, and this is the Scorpiopriestress. If you like my vibe, well, I would appreciate your likes and your subscribes. Everybody who already has, thank you. If you would like a personal reading, you can do that by visiting Scorpiopriestress.com. It is in the description of this video, as well as the link in the bio. I do have a cord cutting service now on my menu. Just go to the readings and more. If you would like to enter to win $200, you can do that by liking, subscribing to all YouTube channels linked in the description of this video, as well as commenting blessing. Well, I hope you're all doing well and vibing high. We are getting into the daily tarot here, and it is going to be a beautiful and blessed Tuesday. Now, this reading is whenever you are seeing it. It is a timeless reading, Scorpio. Gratitude, transformation, karma, and ego death. Some of you are going through an ego death. You've had a huge tower. You've had something happen where it's forcing you to go through an ego death. There's a lot of transformation, a lot of beautiful things coming in for you, good karma about to come in. Some of you have been paying off bad karma. It's paid in full. You can move on to your new cycle. You are being asked to show gratitude for all the spiritual lessons that you have learned, Scorpio. Show gratitude for all the things, including the hard things. Getting on the time of it's always for my highest good. Everything that is happening for my highest good. Anything that happens is for you, is for your growth, is for your development. Your soul is here learning, growing, and healing. It paying off past life karma. Some of you have been paying off some karma that was owed from another lifetime. You could have somebody around you going through a bit of an ego death, a lover, a friend, somebody in your immediate environment. But every hurricane comes to an end. You could be 44. These don't even belong. Red, forgive, Scorpio. You could have a 10-year-old. You could have been with somebody for 10 years. It could be 10 months since you have been in separation as well. Treat your body like the palace it is. Mirror, number 4. And Lioness, you have earned all of your stripes. Number 13. This is what I mean. A lot of you have paid off the karma that was owed, whether it was past life karma or from this lifetime. It is done, paid in full, check mark. You can move forward into a brand new season, going through a huge transformation. By this time next year, you may not even recognize your life. It may look completely different. If you allow the things to fall away that are no longer serving your highest good, allow yourself to go through this ego death and show gratitude to the divine, you can only imagine, you can't even imagine the beautiful things that are on the way. Naturally, sometimes with growth comes a little scarring. You've come incredibly far, and you should be proud of the person you've become. Do you hear me? You should be proud of the person you've become. Think of your scars not as a reminder of pain you've had to endure in the past, but as proof that you can survive anything, my friend. You can survive anything, Scorpio. As humans, we can adapt to the worst of circumstances. We can learn and grow and turn the worst of circumstances into a beautiful, positive thing. You know, it's coming to me where, you know, people who lose their children to murder or lose their children to kidnapping will start a foundation that helps thousands of other kids and parents, and come, you know, that coming from something so bad and so wrong. Something so beautiful. A lot of you need to wear your scars like a badge of honor, stand up and move forward. You're not broken. You're not ruined for life. You're just a little scarred, and that's okay, because every little scar and every little life lesson makes you the beautiful human you are. You wouldn't be who you are today. Be proud of who you are today. Most of you have came so far since this catastrophic event. You could have found something out about a lover that was so embarrassing. You could have found out that your whole life was a sham for some of you. You've came so far. If you look back to where you were the day after the breakup or the day after you lost your job or whatever the case is, I'm sure you can recognize how far you've really come. Just when you thought things were taking a turn for the better, in came a hurricane of hurt. Now you find yourself utterly exhausted from trying to survive it all. Rest assured, the clouds are finally starting to part to make room for much needed sun. Like the clouds, you should also let go of the past or present pain in order to make room for something better. You're being asked to forgive, to let go, let your past burn away. Allow the divine to bring in new beautiful blessings for you, Scorpio. Allow the divine to help you here. Sometimes we'll fight against it. We'll fight against things leaving our life or an ending of a season, and then we can't bring in all the beautiful new karma or new things that spirit wants to send for you, because you're so fixated on what happened yesterday. You're so fixated on what happened back there that you're not seeing the beauty of the present moment. You may really want to come to the present today. Focus yourself on being in the flow. How can I be my best self today? How can I make myself happy, feel my best, do my best from this tragedy? What positive has came out of this? You're about to have a breakthrough of this is what I mean. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Amen. Resurrection and joyful chapter. Shake off the past and rise again. Reinvent yourself, and you'll rise up from the ashes even more powerful. The comeback, baby. The comeback, Scorpio. Allow yourself to go through this transformation. Come back stronger, wiser, better. You don't have to lay down and die just because a lover chose someone else. You don't have to lay down and die because you had to claim bankruptcy or you lost a job or whatever happened. Use it to motivate you to become the best you can be. A significant breakthrough is near. Whatever you're going through is preparing you for this big break, discovery, progress, and big boost. Joyful chapter. Take pride in your accomplishments. Celebrate and enjoy your life. Fate is on your side. Moving through and into this beautiful, joyful chapter in your life. You're about to have a breakthrough that maybe it's time to go. You're about to have a breakthrough that, you know what am I waiting for? Am I waiting to be cheated on, lied to? Am I waiting to get a job back that I hated anyway? What am I really waiting for here? It could be storming or raining where you are today, Scorpio. Time's up. No second chances, no revisiting. There's something better waiting. Family heritage. It's time to get back in touch with your loved ones you've been away from. Some of you need to call your mama, call somebody that you love in your family. Start focusing on the people that you do have in your life. Start focusing on the positives, focusing on the solution, not the problem. Time's up. It's time to go. There's something better waiting around the corner. There's a beautiful, joyful chapter around the corner. You can be your own family. If somebody has left you with the children and you're hanging on because you want to be a family, Scorpio, a family is not people who are lying, screaming, yelling, and unhappy. Just because you're in the same house doesn't make you a family. You can be a family all on your own. Something tells me somebody out there needs to hear this. You can be a family with your children. You can still be a family even though you're not together. It doesn't mean that you failed or your kids have to be effed up. I have 2 college-educated, beautiful young ladies who are on their way to a very successful life, and I divorced my ex when my youngest daughter was 3 years old. with time, with patience, with practice, you can come to a place where you can co-parent well together. Some of you, there was something generationally going on here. You've repeated the same cycle as your mom, as your grandmom, as your dad, as your grandfather, etc. And you're being asked to break some generational curse. Unrevealed secrets, what is happening on the surface is not what you'll see if you dive deeper. We have Aries energy here. Don't wait for others to light the way. It's time for you to step up and lead. The divine is asking you to take charge of your life. Some of you have a big breakthrough coming. There's some secret that may be revealed. Some of you are understanding that maybe your relationship was very toxic and codependent. You could have been trauma bonded. They could have been a narcissist. There could have been so many things going on below the surface here, Scorpio, that, knowledge is power. If you feel like you've been abused by a narcissist, if you feel like maybe you're trauma bonded or you have some codependency issues you need to work through, you may want to do some research. Start researching it. Some of you have a codependent bond to somebody and you're not even realizing that that's what's keeping you attached to them. Is your fear of letting go of their validation, your fear of letting go of the way things used to be. A rare gem. You are a rare breed. Don't waste your energy on trying to convince anyone of it. They're not supposed to understand you, period. If you have got to convince somebody of your worth, convince somebody on respecting and honoring you, cherishing you, Scorpio, you will never be able to do it. If you're walking around constantly trying to get somebody to see your worth and value, unfortunately, they may have never been meant to see it, because there's something better around the corner. If you are in a job where they don't see how valuable you are, they don't realize how much you do there every day, maybe they were never supposed to. That's a hint that it's time to move on. Higher view, be aware of what you're doing if it fits the bigger picture, and ask yourself what new actions you can take to elevate higher. Looking at the bigger picture, elevating higher, moving forward into a beautiful new future where everything is going to come together beautifully. You're going to understand why things happen the way they did, but we usually don't understand until later, until, much later. You'll realize why whatever happened here happened. Why whatever fell apart was meant to fall apart. All is flowing. You are exactly where you are supposed to be. If you don't feel good in your current circumstances, it's only to show you contrast, which will allow you to move towards what does feel good. Scorpio, if you are unhappy right now with the way your life is, it's time to make changes. If you are unhappy in a relationship, in a job, in a friend group, if you are unhappy in your life in general, what small little steps can you take towards changing that? Nothing changes until something changes, and that change has got to be us. If we sit around hoping and praying for change to come, you may be sitting around hoping and praying for a very long time. You're the one who has to start making changes here. You're the one who has to start stepping into the future or getting yourself out of this place of misery and pain. Forgiving yourself is important. We do have the zebra and the money, baby. Some of you have a big payout coming, something very beautiful in your career. Some of you have been thinking of something in black and white, but you need to change your perspective. It's usually not black and white. Situations are much more complicated. People are much more complicated than that. We have the letter R, the letter D, G, B, the letter M, the letter T and the letter O. This could be your first, middle, or last. This could be somebody you are dealing with, one of your children. R, D, G, B, M, T, O. Let's clarify here and see what this beautiful, good new chapter has to hold for you. What is this, Spirit? The Fool, taking the Fool's journey, starting over, ready to go, jumping off the cliff. Here I go. I'm going to start my new job. I'm going to go back to school. I'm going to start meditating, praying. I'm going to slow my mind down for 5-10 minutes a day. Start working on forgiving myself. Start doing some shadow work here so you can move into this beautiful new chapter. Queen of Cups energy, making decisions from a very sincere, loving place. Some of you need to start making more head over heart decisions. You need to make a balanced decision. You may have a bleeding heart for somebody or some situation. It looks like you have some kind of very generous offer coming in from an employer, from a lover perhaps. Somebody here could have a white dog. A very generous, beautiful offer coming in. It's lining up very, very well for you, Scorpio. You may be at the right place at the right time. An Aquarius, an earth sign, or a water sign could be important to you. Moving over to your career, Spirit, tell me, what do you want Scorpio to know or work on right now so they can live the best life and start making the money they deserve? What can I burn? Pretty simple here. Spirit's letting you know that it may be time to let go of some past pain, Scorpio, and move forward. I almost feel like a broken record, guys, and I'm sorry, but it's the messages that I get. Burn it all. The ugly lies, the pain, the shame, the criticism, the images that run through your head that remind you of what you've done wrong, proof that you are not enough. Burn, baby, burn. Your soul is calling. It's time for a rebirth. You are like the phoenix rising from the ashes, no longer attached to the past. You are free. Your wings are ready. Use them. Today's soul action, make the choice that you will no longer let your past define you. Pick up your pen. What will your next chapter look like? Spirit is letting you know that you need to let go of some of this pain, some of this self-criticism, judgment of yourself, sadness, low vibrational people that you know do not resonate with you anymore, that you don't even vibe with. You don't even, you're not even in the same damn league anymore. You got to let them go now so you can move forward and start manifesting the life of your dreams. Some of you have past people in your life that's weighing you down like a damn anchor. You will find your pack and your commitment is going to be rewarded, but you need to get clear on what you want. You may be jumping from thing to thing. You want this. No, you want that. You're going to do this. No, you're going to do that. I can do that sometimes myself. Technically, manifestation is much easier and will come in much faster if you put all your energy and attention on one area of your career or one area of your life, opposed to starting a bunch of things and only giving a quarter of yourself. Getting clear on what you desire. You must know where you're going. Get clear on your desires. There's some kind of really beautiful relationship as far as business coming in, but you're being asked to see past the material world. What lights me up? If money wasn't an issue, if I had enough money to live a good life for the rest of my life, what would I want to do? If it wasn't about money, what would I want? What is my soul calling out for me to do right now? Things are beginning to bloom. The answer is in the newness, new beginning, rebirth, and growth. Boy, whoever I am channeling today, you're going through maybe one of your biggest rebirths yet. Some of you, everything's changing in life. Your lover, your career, you're changing everything. You could be thinking about going back to school. You could be thinking about changing it up completely. Maybe, going from working in tech to selling real estate, or working in, one area to working as a healer. Some of you have a lot of really good ideas, but it's a matter of finding the time, the energy, and the money. Amen to that. Tell me what this, your commitment will be rewarded. Within the next 6 months, some of you here are going to have many choices. You're going to get out of hangman when it comes to your career. Some of you may actually cut ties with a employer. A job could be ending, but if you sit here on your Empress throne, baby, attracting, I do not chase, I attract. What belongs to me will simply find me. Spirit, I'm going to stay in a high vibe. I'm going to get clear on what I want. And by August, some of you may have a whole new career in the mix. A new, outlet to make money. You could start a side gig or decide to, start door dashing or doing something on the side so you can create multiple streams of income. Tell me about the new beginnings, please. You're being asked to find out more information, research. If there's something that excites you and you feel good about, you may want to do a little more research. Some of you need to find out more information about an employer or about a career. There could be something coming back that from your past. Some of you may revisit a job or revisit something you wanted to do since childhood. Maybe you wanted to be a nurse, but life got in the way. Maybe you wanted to teach children, but you've had to pay the bills. You may decide to actually go back to school. Some of you want to work with children because of your childhood. You could have a masculine energy offer you a very generous offer. A earth sign, air, Taurus, another Scorpio could be important in your money and career. Moving over here to love. Let's have a good one today, Spirit. Tell me, what is the overall energy in love for the babes today, please? What is the overall energy in love? Kindling, enhanced power of attraction, an exciting lover, a courtship, flirty contact with an ex, an old flame rekindled, a friendly connection could ignite soon. Perhaps timing wasn't right before, or both of you were not available. Conditions are favorable to explore your mutual attraction. Big life changes that affect your relationship. Possibly a relocation, moving, a new job or promotion, a lost job or business. You may be relocating to accept a new job, buying a new home, or moving in with a significant other. Good or bad, this big change could be stressful. Remember to breathe. If you are relocating right now, if you have to move for a job or you're changing jobs completely, you may meet a lover at your new place of employment. Some of you, there's somebody new starting at your work. There's somebody new starting, at your company, and you're going to meet them. You may be flirting with your ex right now. There could be a rekindling. You may be flirting with people that online. Some of you are online dating. You have many different options and many different offers, but it's just in that flirting, getting to know each other stage. A love so ideal it can't exist. Implausibly high expectations. Romanticizing a past relationship or a partner. Holding out for your twin flame who matches you perfectly without requiring any compromise. Staying safe in your dreams instead of doing the real work. Always starting over, searching for the one. A lot of you here, you're romanticizing your past person. You're romanticizing it because you feel like this person's your twin. Be careful there, guys. Because you could romanticize your way right into a on and off relationship that you will be stuck in for 20 years. Just because somebody is your twin does not mean you should be with them. Are they treating you well? Do they respect you, love you? Are they giving you, what you deserve and desire? Just because you have a strong connection with somebody doesn't always mean you're meant to be with them here. A lot of the times, somebody that we connect with, it feels so good and they're so great at first, but then they start to show their true colors, and we will still be in love with the what used to be. We'll be in love with the fantasy, the what could be, the what they're capable of, etc. If they would just do this, if they would just stop cheating, if they would just, compromise and do this. But Scorpio, that may not be what they want. That may not be something they're even capable of doing. So be careful to not fall in love with a fantasy. Third party situation straight out the gate here. A lot of you, you're fantasizing, you feel embarrassed, you're in your ego. Someone chose another person. It's put you in an ego death. It's hurt you so much. It may be time to forgive and move forward. Think about this. Why would you want to take back somebody who disrespects you so badly that they would cheat, lie, and walk out the door for another person? I've done it. I've begged a person not to leave me after they cheated on me repeatedly with the same person. You know what happened? He got her pregnant while we were on a break. They got married. She had a lot of money. I had to witness the whole town. They might as well have been parading them around, throwing them up and down. All of my friends went to this wedding. It was so hard and horrible. But 2 years later, he cheated on her and ended up abandoning her and leaving her too, Scorpio. So you may not get your good karma right away, but I promise you in time you will. You will get your good karma if you start doing the work right now. There seems to be a third party situation. There's been a lot of big changes. You may have to move out of your home because this person's no longer living there. For some of you, you may be struggling with an addiction. You may be dealing with somebody that struggles with addiction. You may be planning travel. You could live at a distance from this person. They feel like a mystery. You don't know what they're doing. You don't know what they're up to. They move in silence. Somebody here could have really blonde hair. You seem to be single and ready to mingle. Tell me about the person on Scorpio's mind. What have they been up to? Hook up. Truth. Spiritual awakening. They could be going through an ego death too. Sometimes you never know what it will take to get a person to change or finally go through an awakening. Sometimes the truth is, Scorpio, it requires you to completely disconnect and walk away from them, so they can then start really looking at the areas that they need to heal. That is a soul connection. You meet somebody, you both trigger one another to start doing the healing, to start doing the growing. And then you disconnect to pay off karma and do and heal those triggers and work on those things. And you either take the lessons and learn from them or you don't. This is somebody that I feel has spent a lot of time running, having one night stands, not wanting to look at anything. until they meant you. We as Scorpios, we are very transformational people. We often are put into people's lives to help them go through a transformation. You may not even realize how much you have sparked transformation inside of this person. They may not fully be through their ego death enough to be able to tell you. They're in their ego and pride. What have they been up to, Spirit? They're healing. You're a born healer. Period. Do you hear me? A lot of you are put into people's life to help them heal, to help them grow. You could have shamanic lineage, Scorpio. Some of you are put into people's lives to help spark spiritual awakenings, to help them heal. You could have the ability to help others heal just by being with them and making them very aware of their triggers and the things that they need to heal. Tell me about this. There's some kind of victory, some kind of social event that you may see this person at. They want to have something to offer you. They have the willingness to do the work. They want to take control of the situation here. This is a person that seems to be, tell me about truth. They're realizing the truth about their self, that you all have great chemistry, that you're highly compatible, that you're a perfect match. They're realizing that what am I doing running around hooking up with other people when I have somebody like Scorpio at home that I connect with, that I have great chemistry with? Why am I out here running down other people? They have a strong urge to express themselves. For some of you, this person wants to hook up. That's the only way they know how to express and show their feelings. Their love language could be through sex. You feel like home to them. You're their safe place. You're this person's safe place. They have a sense of security when they're with you, but they live in their comfort zone, and it looks like their comfort zone has been running around, hooking up. They could be addicted to validation, addicted to sex, drugs, rock and roll. They're addicted to something. They may feel like they're addicted to you. You could feel like you're addicted to them. Tell me what they have to say, please. The waiting game. I've been slow to return, but maybe it's because I know you're waiting. This is a situation where I feel you've been on and off with this person for many years, or you've been on and off with them for a few years now. It's always the same thing, but something seems to be changing within this person. Something's changing within you. I need answers. Talk to me. I'm going mad trying to understand. I'm sorry for taking so long, but I realize it's always been you. The divine is confirming what I'm saying. This is somebody, and I don't want to get anybody's hopes up. You will know if this is your story. This is somebody who maybe you weren't in a really, long commitment. Perhaps the timing wasn't right. Or they told you they didn't want anything serious. They didn't want to settle down. They're starting to realize it's always been you, Scorpio. This is someone that maybe you all continued to stay in contact on and off for years, but you've both dated other people. For others, it may be someone that you had a relationship with, a family with. They started to feel as if they needed to taste the menu. They could have started struggling with an addiction. Tell me about third-party energy, please. Whatever's going on, I'll tell you, they're starting to realize it's always been you, Scorpio. You could run into this person at a party, at a club. What was closed before is now opening. There's planetary influences. This could be around the full moon. For some of you here, this person's been working on their money. They've had some unexpected windfall that's allowing them to step away from the third party. For some of you, this person got with this karmic for money. They may have done really well for themselves. You seem to be the ruler of their heart, even though they're stuck in this third party situation right now. Tell me about this. For some of you, this person has multiple third parties. They just hook up. That's what they do. They don't do relationships. Tell me about third party energy, please. This person is finally moving away from the karmic. They could be blocking them. It's been very slow, but I feel like this third party's been very, very generous with this person. They've given them a lot of money, or given them a place to stay, or bought them a car, or they've done something. This person seems to be finally ready to stand their ground and move on. They've been in the hangman, holding themselves back from coming in. As of lately, they're starting to understand it's always been you. Like, why am I out here acting and behaving this way? I've known that something was special about my relationship with Scorpio from the gate. There's truth here. Tell me about the truth. This person's having a lot of clarity, a lot of truth. Going through this spiritual awakening, they could be in the middle of a dark, look at this, truth clarified by Ace of Swords, clarity. I'm telling you, this person's having a breakthrough. It's beautiful to see. They could be in a place right now, though, that the divine has beating them. It has been beating them up with a really heavy dark night, making them go back over all the things they've done, all the pain they've caused for others and you. But since they're allowing themselves to go through this awakening, they're really starting to change. Some of you, this person went to rehab, or they got clean, they stopped drinking, and they're now finally seeing things really clear. You could have had a beautiful relationship and suddenly they started drinking or using. And it, you know, they were acting out, they were staying out, they were doing things that you just could not believe. They're finally getting clean. They said, what are they going to do? See, this person, there is lies though, Scorpio, a lot of them. There's also a devious person around them. They're always the main focus. It's always about them. They still have some work to do. They have foresight of coming back in and telling you that I choose you, Scorpio. Here they come with the Page of Cups. But they're trying to save money. They may even be in therapy for some of you. A third party could be asking them to go to therapy with them if they're married. This person's been holding on to you for dear life. They have never let you go. If it's been a year since you've heard from them, they have never let you go. They've always known that it was you. You now know your self-worth and value. You now seem to be standing up for yourself. That is triggering them. The more you stand in your power, Scorpio, the better you feel about yourself, the more sure you are about where you're going, who you are. You're sending this person that energy. You're both going through, you're going through an ego death, having a breakthrough, coming out on the other side of a spiritual awakening, and this person is going through a spiritual awakening. I feel like they need some more time. I feel as if this person's still not quite ready because it's still all about them and they're still a bit devious. What does this person want Scorpio to know? This could be a fire sign, a Taurus, a Leo, a Pisces. Something could happen by the end of Pisces season, mid-March-ish. Karmic ties. I'm not happy. Karma, behavior, people, or situation is playing a role in what's happening with me, and it's hard for me to see my way out. Period. They're trying. They're finally seeing here. Why have I done this? Why am I out here doing this? Scorpio and I were highly compatible. We worked great together as a team. We had great chemistry. They have the willingness to do the work. They want to take control of the situation, but they got themselves involved with a karmic now, a third party. There's a lot of karma being paid off right now. This person could have friends and family that are karmic to them as well. I know in my heart we'll be together again, and that helps me trust. Let's keep working on us. I'll contact you when I'm able to. Right now, my life is too complicated to bring you into it, but you know that I do want to talk to you. This journey is teaching us one of the most important spiritual lessons, patience. Amen to that. This person's life is not in a place quite yet, Scorpio, where you all could be happy and healthy. They're not there yet. They still have a lot of people that are very karmic to them in their life. They're still really highly focused on their self and their, only. They could be trying to save money. They want to have something to offer you. This person may, live with a third party, have children, financial soul ties to them. They have to see themselves out of this, or you all will just fall apart again. Tell me about time frame, Spirit. If I was you, I would sit in my power, work on myself, work on becoming the best me I could be, focus on the present moment, focus on how you can look your best, feel your best, do your best, and stay right here in the present. No need to fantasize about what could be in the future or what used to be in the past. When they come back in, you'll be in a better energy. Taurus season, big for this connection. So starting somewhere mid-April, somewhere around April 25th, April 29th, this person could reach out. You're being asked to get in a feminine energy, though. Do not chase this person. There is some kind of contract that they're trying to get out of, commitment they're trying to get out of. They want to come in and work on it. Very beautiful. Whoever this is resonating with today, boy, this is very beautiful. This person, this is well overdue, this spiritual awakening. There's been a lot of lies. You don't have to take this person back either, Scorpio. Just because they want to come back doesn't mean you have to wait or take them back. Now you finally choose me. Well, I've already went through my resurrection. So maybe you got to get to know me first. Now, plant new seeds, because you can't water a dead garden. If the garden's already dead and somebody comes back and you all try to pick up where you left off, you're just watering a dead garden. You have to replant seeds, get to know each other, fall in love again. 101, it's up to you. Moderation, patience, flow, clarity, joy, movement, self-realization, unconditional love. It's time to put those long-cherished ideas into action. You will soon come into contact with the appropriate individuals, circumstances, and resources. Eventually, you will experience joy as brand new opportunities come in. Trust the process. Angel number 1010. You may see that a lot today. Over the course of the next few days, you have brand new opportunities coming in, a breakthrough about to happen. You're moving into one of the most joyful seasons and chapters of your life. You are exactly where you're supposed to be in this moment in time, and work on being your best self. This person needs to figure their self out, Scorpio. They'll get there. I hope you all have the most beautiful and blessed day. It's going to be the best Tuesday we ever had. Today's going to be the best ordinary old Tuesday we've ever had. Love and light.